What's up, everyone? This is Kim1234 here with a Jump In podcast. And today we got a very special guest, IFCYipeS. What's up, man?
I'm doing good. How's everybody doing? How you doing, sir?
Doing good. Wait,
okay.
Wait, hold on. Finger. There he is. See? Right now?
Yeah.
Midnight,
so I had to
son.
make a jump in. Somebody was pressing buttons and I had to jump in. So here we go.
Yeah.
What's up, man?
Chilling. Once again, LoganSama is currently doing actual work, so he can't show up today to do the usual hosting duties, but he'll be back next week, or at least in 2 weeks. Hopefully we have some news to actually talk about, so yeah. But let's talk about you. Let's talk about you now, my friend.
All right, man. What's up, man? Talk to me.
It seems like IFCYipeS needs to step to the side because I think we have a new Mr. Street Fighter on the scene.
Oh, man. Woo. I mean, I'm like 20 years younger than him, but other than that.
Wait, really? I thought we're from the same generation, like 30, right? 30-something?
Nah, maybe. No, I'm just saying I'm younger, so I'm better. No, just crack. I'm just joking, man. But what's up, man? Yeah, I've been stepping my game up as of late, so that's a sign.
Yeah, so we're recording this on Monday, your time, and see, if I recall, you got 9th, right? Is that Summer Jam?
Unfortunately, yeah. If it's not number one, it doesn't matter to me, but yeah, 9th, unfortunately.
Well, tell me about your performance. Who did you play against? There
was a couple of killers, starting in my pools. I had Knuckle Do, and he put me in the blender. He made all types of smoothies with me. And then, I just made it out, had a clean run. I just made it all the way to top 16. So then that's when the real challenge always begins. Then I bumped it to Young Art, and then I put a foot in his ass, and then made it to 9th, and then I lost to LPN respectively. So,
damn.
Pretty good, man. Pretty good.
Did you face off against any, or did you take down any superstars other than Art on the way?
Let's see. Not really superstars, but really good players. So I would say, I beat Dan Slip. He's a Cami player. He's actually had my number. Well, not really too much. He beat me at Apex. Then I seen him at Defender North, and then he beat me, sent me to lose. Then I beat him. Then I seen him, and then I beat him pretty clean, pretty convincing. So and then I beat Dark Child, and then that's what made me step up to the top 16.
The Dark Child one was on stream. I think I watched that one.
Yeah, that's
who does he use?
Balrog. He uses Balrog.
Yeah. Well, shit. I mean, good stuff. Most people know you from Marvel. I know you from Marvel too. You versus Duck. Grand stage.
Definitely.
Not knowing the matchup. I'm sorry, you didn't know the matchup?
It's cool. I'm still pulling the knives out of my butt, so it's good. Don't worry about it. Yeah. It's been quite some time.
Yeah, man. All the OGs. I guess now we are the OGs, huh? Sadly.
Yeah, we're pretty dusty now. We're pretty dusty.
Yeah. Like that curtain in the background. Look at that.
Pretty dusty. No, I actually cleaned those up. Those actually been draped.
Oh, yeah. Okay.
But we good. We good, though.
Yeah, man. So, basically, I think you are our official, third guest. So, I mean, this is just a conversation. We go wherever it goes.
Okay, yeah, for sure. Yeah. Shoot, man. My dome is open for you.
I'm going to give you an exclusive, even for you.
Okay.
Have I ever told you the first time I actually met you? I don't think I've told you this story.
No, but I think I seen you the first time in person in 2007. Was it 07? I think it was 07.
Was that EVO?
Yeah, it had to be.
Shit, 07. Who won that year?
That was me. That was me, Marvel 2, yeah.
No, the first time I saw you, I think was the year that you got second to Duck. And
yes. And possibly, yeah.
I don't know if you know, but Marvel 2 is actually my favorite game. It's CVS 2 and Marvel 2, but Marvel 2 is the only game. I'm telling you, it's the only game that I can play and I can lose, and it's all good. The only game. I can lose 100 games in a row, and it's fun as fuck.
Yeah, man. Keeps you active, dude. The heart's pumping all the time. It's pretty cool.
There's so many mini games. You want to land this combo. You don't want them to land their combo. Guard breaks, everything. I mean, why am I telling this to you? But
No. It's cool, man. Just express yourself, man.
Yeah. Remember back in the day, I just go to Bronson's house all the time. We both suck, but we both just want to land combos.
You said Bronson? You said Bronson. He definitely sucked, dude. He definitely sucked. Shout out to Bronson, though.
I mean, he sucks in Tekken and in Marvel, but Marvel 2, he was the only guy that could hit me with the Iron Man Infinite off the ghetto setups, off of the sweep that you can roll.
Oh, wow. You got hit with that? Yeah, dude, I always mash. You got always mash on Iron Man, dude, when you get knocked down. Every single time.
That shows my level right there.
Nah, it's all good though. Man, that's old school though. That's definitely throwback. If people got hit, that was a good season. People got hit with that for a minute, but then it got cleared up.
It was like Iron Man Psylocke and Iron Man Doom for a long time.
That would be some Bronson would pick.
There was that one East Coast guy. What's his name? He used Iron Man. Fucking shit.
Josh 360?
There we go.
Yeah, hell yeah. That's Tony Stark for sure.
I don't even know where we're going with this shit. Just Marvel too, man. You can put the smile.
We can flip it. We can talk about whatever, man. Favorite breakfast, favorite dinner, don't matter, bro. I'm here, man.
Oh, there we go. First time I met you, right? So I was watching some Marvel casuals, right? And this dude just steps up in front of me. He doesn't say excuse me or whatever. He just steps up in front of me in my view. That dude was you, my friend.
Seriously?
Yeah, I was like, oh, it's Yipes. I guess I'll give him some top player privilege.
My bad. A couple years later.
No,
my bad.
It's all good. I'm sure you didn't see me. I don't know, man.
Yeah. Oh, snap. Okay.
Yeah, so fucking Summer Jam, Street Fighter V. How do you like Street Fighter V?
It's pretty good, man. I actually like it. I actually enjoy it in terms of how it's stale in a good way. Like, you don't have to do too much. So all you have to do is a lot of thinking. So a lot of thinking's involved. And I like the fact that you can be creative in terms of knockdowns, so you can actually test somebody's defense. So I really like that. Instead of just going with the same old autopilot, that this, and the third dead. I mean, except Mika. Mika does that, but just in general. And Laura, yeah. I mean, the Cali's kind of the same, but I mean, at least his commando's pretty slow, so you can actually have some leeway to do things if you really know what's coming. So, but other than that, it's really about playing the player. I think the only dislike I like is the input latency of movement.
Sure.
I don't really mind the buttons. It's just the movement is the only thing I don't like. So.
Are we talking 8 frames, or are we talking?
Yes. The dreaded 8 frames. So there'll be those situations where people jump in on you, like this podcast. Mm-hmm. They'll jump in on you, and then like you're trying to hold back, but last second you get clapped. I really blame that on the latency. So, and then you try to anti-air, but you don't anti-air in time. You get stuffed. Like little things like that.
There's still people out there that believe that the 8 frames thing is just like a myth. That it just happens to be in everyone's head.
No, you could definitely feel it in terms of the movement. And then we did. Me and Chris Matrix actually did a test about it. Mm-hmm. So the if you put a legacy controller with old PS4, a PS3 controller, like just a legacy controller in general, if you connect it, it's actually one frame less. Mm-hmm. So we'll have a situation where, like for example, I put like Nikali Stomp. We both picked Nikali, and I did Raha Stomp, which is neutron block. And then we both hit jab at the same time, and he would win. He was the one with the controller, and he would win. So, which is pretty like bugged out. So, I don't know if you ever tried that, but you can actually check that out.
I've heard about it. I've seen people like pretty lenient. Like for example, let's say like a stick. There's only like a couple sticks laying around, right? They need to use the legacy one, like because they know that they have a slight advantage.
Yeah. Oh, okay. Actually, Ryan put me onto that Filipino champ, so I actually didn't believe him at first. I'm like, man, that's bullshit. Then I actually checked. It myself with Chris Matrix, and it actually is for real. So.
Yeah, I mean, like, there is technical proof out there. If you guys want to check out, what's his name? DisplayLag, right? DisplayLag.com. Hopefully that's the right website.
Yes. The homie deal.
That's all the technical info right there. But I mean, in this game, like, as long as you know how to play Street Fighter, you can tell, because never in Street Fighter has anyone ever gotten away with like so many jumps. Like, Jesus Christ, jumps are like literally like the best thing to do. Like in most Street Fighter games, like you need to discourage people from jumping, right? And you could do it.
Yeah.
But in this game, man, everyone's just wild.
I mean, it's a little more scrambly for sure. Like, I think the only characters I really see that stops jumps in's really good is like Dalsim. Who else? Mika. Mika got a button for it. Yeah. A couple characters. I wish Bison can. Yeah, Campy's not bad. Yeah. Bison is just. You would know. The jumping city.
Oh man, I stop them all day. If I stop them on reaction, it has to be a light, And then when you do a light, you're like right next to them, or they land first. It's all bad news, man. So,
yeah. But no, overall jumping is pretty strong in this game. And I mean, I have Nikali, I have an anti-air jab, but my theory is if I get jumped on my jab, I deserve it because that jab is pretty cheap. So if I get hit while they jump in and I try to scratch them, I deserve it.
If we can backcheck real quick, I noticed several times LPN. I think he's the one that took you out of the tournament, right?
Yes, he did. Yes, he did.
Yeah, he did. I don't know if he was doing it like consciously or not, but he was empty jumping. He was mixing up empty jump and actual jump-ins, and I saw your jab actually go through his body several times, like at least twice. And you're playing in the moment, so I can't hit you up or anything like that. But if I was next to you, I'd be like, hey man, like delay your jab a little bit more, or just don't be in that situation, because it looks like he knew what was going on. So your jab whipping was no mystery to him.
It's a possibility. He was jumping from a range where I figured he was trying to bait my DP because he ain't pressing nothing. So you got those safe ranges where you jump and then the DP will whiff or whatever and you're blocking time. I figured that's what it was, but maybe he does know something I don't know. Well, so it's a possibility for sure.
Well, we're gonna figure that out soon. You're gonna stream after this recording, huh?
Yeah, definitely. So now check it out myself. Yeah, for sure.
Talk about
LPN. Actually. Oh yeah, no, I know. You be in there picking your little wrestling themes and stuff. That's pretty cool. But no, seriously, LPN, he actually made a smart decision because the night before, and I'm actually not gonna do this anymore, but the night before we actually played a set, and he challenged me first to 5 and actually won that one. So I figured going in the tournament he'll pick like Alex. Well, first and foremost, I didn't even think I was gonna bump into him, but when I did find out how to play him, I was like, okay, he might pick Alex. But then I forgot he has like a wheel of characters. Right. So when he picked Birdie, I was like, oh, okay, wow. All right, that's pretty smart. The same thing with Knuckle do. We played sets many times, and I beat his Nash pretty convincingly. And then he came prepared with a Mika, yeah. So it's pretty smart on their part. I can't be mad at that. So, but that just goes to show you that you really can't go hard every time.
Yeah. Well, I mean, personally, that's not actually my style. Like, you can call me fucking sandbagger or whatever you want to say, but to me, like, I can't really explain how that could, at least unless your character is like a read-based character, it can't really benefit you, especially since in this game, like, one trick means you're dead. Not even just one trick, one knockdown, So
yeah,
if you play against someone like I don't know, you played in what, 5 games, 7 games or something, right?
First of 5, first of 5, yes.
I bet you like what they got from that was that like you were like ultra aggressive. So then they thought about all these like countermeasures for if they play you in tournaments. Like that's what I would think, because
I think more so LPN had the smart idea of picking a character that can outrange me. Since I do great damage, but my limbs is a little stubby. Right. So he pretty much went to that approach where if he had a good poke advantage, he'll have a better chance. So that was a smart decision by him. So it's pretty good.
Do you have birdie experience in general?
Slightly, nothing too big. I mean, I've beaten birdies before, so I would have said I'm 50-50, but he was just a better player at that time.
Yeah. And I think at that point it was 2 out of 3, huh?
Yeah. Yeah, one more for the 3 out of 5.
Yeah, right.
So it kind of sucked. My down low speed was pretty weak, I must say, so.
That's the new coolest meme. Yeah. Yeah, like, man. Street Fighter 5 is, I have, most of the time, I have fun playing the game. But like sometimes, like you just can't avoid feeling like frustrated, and that's the part that kind of, because like I told you before with Marvel 2, right? Marvel 2, I was like, it was like a fun frustration, I guess. Like you die instantly, so just play the next game. It's really quick. But in this game, it's kind of like abusing something or overwhelming someone is like really good. That sounds really elementary, but. Like, the way to win in this game, especially in the first of 2, is to just abuse stuff, like, over and over and over again. Like, recognize that, like, let's say, like, this guy can't deal with jump-ins. Just do jump-ins. That's how you approach the game.
Yeah, it's pretty yin and yang, actually, if you think about it. So, there'll be situations where, let's say I'll be in training mode all day, and I'll do a meaty that I always practice in training mode, but then here comes tournament, and they're randomly mixing up their mix-ups, which is good, their recoveries, right? So, like, let's say I'll do things like a DP. It's like you don't have advantage if you anti-air with the Cali on the dash-in. I always get clipped, but for some reason in tournament, I always think about it like, damn, why am I getting hit? And then I remind myself right then and there. But it's more so how consistent you can keep your offense on knockdown. So if you know that, so what I did was when I played Knuckle Do, that was happening. So I would knock him down. He always normal recovered. I figured he would back recover, right? So I'll like double dash, and then it'll be a counter hit to a clap into the corner. So after that, I was just like, no matter what, if they normal recover, I'm gonna do crouching jab. So after jab slash with Nakali, you can always dash up and do crouching jab. It beats 3 frames. So I was just like, no matter what happens, I'm just gonna keep doing that one. If they back recover, so what? That's how I looked at it.
Yeah.
So that actually helped me out throughout the whole tournament as well.
When you played him, when you played Knuckle Dew, what was the score?
It was 2-0, but it went round for round. But those rounds that he got me, man, that was pretty bad. I guessed wrong every time, for sure.
Shit, like for me, I mean, for a lot of characters that don't have like 5-frame active normals or specials to cover most of the wake ups, like it's a bit rough. Like one of my actually questions for you later on, I'll just ask it now. But like, what do you think about like conditioning people in this game? Because like in this game, as long as someone can pick a wake up, it's 50. What's that 50-50? But there's only 3 options, right? They pick the right one, and then they mash like a light 3-frame move, or they mash a DP, and then their momentum starts from there. As long as that's an option, like I think conditioning people is pretty goddamn difficult.
I mean, it's there. It just depends on the character. So characters like Mika, can't keep. I'm not stressing the character like I hate it, but characters like Mika definitely has that option. Nakali does also in the corner, so I don't really have to worry. In the corner, he can actually deal with both recoveries. So it just depends on the character, really. But I see what you mean. It's not consistent, as you would say. Is that what you mean? Like, it's not consistent? It's not
a matter of being consistent, but like you can kind of throw logic out the door a little bit. Like,
oh, okay, I get what you're saying. Okay.
Yeah, like you have this much life, and then if I guess correctly, like you can totally die. But then most people are like, I say most people through my experience, they're just for some reason really stubborn. They'll still wake up buttons. They'll still wake up. They'll pick a random button and then like just try to start their offense, even though they could have lost. They don't have enough life to gamble like that,
Yeah. I think most of the time. So here in America, when I played a couple people, they assume a lot that we're going for a shimmy or something, a throw bait, as esports would say. But they'll always assume it's there's a throw. So I mean, like a shimmy. So they're always trying to like check you before you walk back. But then they see it hit. And they're like, oh, okay, let me confirm it to a knockdown or something like that. But that's usually the case. But then you do have those players that'll just do it anyway, no matter what. So
yeah.
Now you truly don't know what's going on in their mind.
It's like
it's scary. It's pretty
scary, man. Like, because I don't know. Before there was like safe jumps, and like everything was a crush counter, basically. Like, I'm not promoting like robotic one-player gameplay, but I do think it would be nice for there to be less risky options when you are pressuring someone. It just feels that like people just want to gamble until they get their offense started. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. I think what pisses me off in the game really, it's not really the wake up buttons. It's like, man, I know he's gonna DP, but I think he's gonna sit here. Let me sit there. He DPs up. Damn it. That could have been my damage. Like, I'd be looking at it like that. Yeah. But you know what? The wake up buttons and the offense of the game don't really bother me. I mean, I've played the Marvel series, so that's been a very bad situation. If you wake up and press a button, you're going to die. You know what I'm saying? So, based off just that experience, it doesn't bug me that much in Street Fighter 5, but definitely when you're in that conditioning mind state, it's like, okay, he's going to sit here and take that, and he doesn't. It's pretty frustrating. It can definitely get frustrating a little bit.
But I mean, game is fun. Game is good.
Game is good. I really like the game. It's nice and basic, nothing too crazy, and everybody could get into it. So that's what I really like about the game. What most importantly I like about these new games is all the new blood comes out. We need that. We need that very, very, very much. Very much so.
Yeah, I mean, let's see here. New blood. Who is considered? In Japan, there's a couple of new generation players starting just from Street Fighter 5. So that's kind of refreshing to see.
I haven't seen nobody stand out. Like, everybody thinks Yukadan is the new guy in Street Fighter 5. I'm like, nah, dude, that guy used to play freaking Viper in Street Fighter 4. Like, I remember. But I don't really remember any new faces. Like, in Japan anyway. Yeah. I mean, there's a couple new faces in America, but I haven't caught anyone in Japan.
I mean, like, do you consider like Smug and Knuckle Dew? Are they new now? But they've been around since Street Fighter 4 at least, so that's.
I think for me to consider them OG, they're gonna have to put 10 years of work. I would say just 10 years. If I see their face for 10, if I actually watch them grow in front of me, then yeah, like Smug, he just got. I don't know what's up with his face. I guess the black don't crack, but I never seen him age yet. I just seen like facial hair come out of him. That's it. And then Knuckle Dude, he just grew up right in front of us. I remember.
Yeah.
He used to be part of my team, EMP. I don't know, for the dark days. But
can we say that?
Yeah. But I've seen him grow up to the player that he is, to the person that he is now. So it's pretty awesome to see these guys grow in front of us.
You know, actually, I put out a tweet on. Let me find it real quick. The tweet was basically like, "You got any questions for Yipes? Let us know, and you can win a promo code for XSplit 1 premium month for free." The homie East said, "What role should the current OGs in the FGC have in this new generation? Mike Ross, Momochi, and Daigo have taken different roles. How do you feel about each, and where do you see yourself?" That's directed to you.
Okay, let's see. So I'm gonna assume roles in terms of what I can do in the community to just make it grow or to keep it stable, I would say. So I'm gonna just take it. I'm gonna take it like that.
Yeah.
All right. So I don't really feel like I have a role necessarily. It's more so I just want to be involved and stay involved, so I could just give awareness to all the players and people that's just gamers. First of all, most awareness to the gamers. So once I give that awareness to them, hopefully my job is to give them that interest to come and try out these fighting games. You know, I always want to give out that energy to the world to know what's going on. Like I said, that awareness to know that this is going on. Like, because there's a lot of people still to this day that don't know that this is going on. Like fighting games. Like fighting games is that deal right now.
Right.
You know, so my job really is to keep it going in terms of that energy, that positive energy, so people can see that you could just come in and join and have some games. And if you don't even like playing, you could just come and watch it. But I think another one too is just to stay involved, man. Like a lot of people, there'll be like some OGs be like, "Yeah, man, I'm gonna retire," or something. Like that's such a stupid word when it comes to fighting games, just games in general. Unless of course you're playing like some League of Legends, like $1 million tournaments. Then okay, I can understand that. You win one.
They always come back.
Yeah, you win one and go or something like that. Like go open up a business or something. But in terms of fighting games, there's no such thing as retirement. Like there's just breaks. Like I've taken many breaks and come back. But I never want people to think that I'm just going to give up on it. You know what I'm saying? So I would say my role would be growth.
I mean, one good example is you and Persia did commentary at EVO this year, right?
Yes.
For Marvel. And I think a lot of eyes were watching EVO for sure. And I think you and her did a really good job on that. And, you know, since EVO was what? I don't know.
2 months ago.
7 games, 8 games or something. I don't know what it was for top 8, but.
The games, it was safe, like 6-7 games. Yeah, 6-7 games.
Right? I mean, and everyone, if you watch it from the beginning, you saw different looks, different, you know, personalities and stuff like that. And I think that it's safe to say that you and Persia like showed a different side to how commentators could present themselves. So I applaud you, my friend.
Yeah, thank you, man. You know what though? I would like to say I would have been more energetic if I knew that there was a mic compression in there, because I figured if I went too hype that I was just gonna blow the speakers away.
Right.
But then they told me, I was like, "Yo, man, can I go crazy on these grand finals?" When it was Kane Blue Ribbon and Chris G, they was like, "Yeah, go ahead, man." The mics can't pick this up, and I was like, "Are you serious?" And that's when I went off in the finals.
Yeah, I
would have actually done that the whole way if I would have known from the beginning. But that's nobody's fault though.
I thought that was like, because like example for like UFC, right? For UFC, like the people in the audience, I heard that they have an option where they can just buy like a headset and they can listen to like the commentators like Joe Rogan and Mike Goldberg, and then like, you know, of course you can just go raw and not hear them at all. So I thought maybe that was what was going on. Like the people had headsets, and if they wanted to hear you, then they could put it on or something like that. But when I was watching the ESPN footage, you could actually hear like, you know, James Chen in the background as Mike is talking. So I was like, oh,
yeah.
That must kind of throw him off a little bit, you know.
It might have a little bit. It might have. That was pretty different. I didn't think that was going to happen that way. I thought it was going to be just one set of commentators and then like both can broadcast or whatever, but that was pretty interesting. But, you know, I mean, it worked out regardless. The people that was there live enjoyed it. I'm pretty sure everybody at home enjoyed it. I had my pom-poms up in the air the whole time. I was like literally in the front. I was literally in the front on the side with a good view watching it, so it was pretty cool.
I wonder what would have happened if you made top 8. Like, how would that work? Because I'm sure they asked you ahead of time, yeah?
I never really thought, in terms of, before, like in terms of no, they just gave me a time. They was like, "Yo, man, be here at this certain time." I was like, "Okay," and then they'll just pick us up, give us our little VIP passes so we could go up to the skybox every time, and then that was it. Pretty simple, pretty good.
Damn, imagine it, man. Next year, how can it get bigger?
I mean, I would say to just keep it in the Mandalay Bay unless they money's up and they could just go anywhere. Probably set it up in the moon or something. Who knows? But
I don't know.
It's a good look.
I don't know about you, man, but I've been preaching like entrances. Like, I mean, like back in the day, like when you made top 8, and even when I made top 8, like I remember we did like kind of ghetto entrances. Like they play the music, and then we just walk upstairs, and that's basically it. Stairs, 6 steps, and so, like
yeah.
Ever since that point, they didn't do it. So I thought like they had something against entrances, or maybe like they couldn't play the like certain music because obviously they don't have the copyright to it, right? But
that's possibility. That could probably be it for sure.
But
I can see that.
They cut out entrances for like a good, I don't know, 7 years or something since then.
And I mean, I guess now how the production value is, they're just trying to capture that ambiance of the person coming in. So like you saw how Joe, when he came out and all that love had, like I know that shit. That was just looking, that was looking amazing to me. Like at that point, I didn't even need to listen to any music or anything like that. Just that alone, the visuals sold it to me that this guy is here to play, you know.
Yeah.
So that he is the people's champ. So that was pretty cool to see.
Oh, he's definitely the people's champ now.
Joey's always been like that too, man. You know what it is? I always love Joe just the way he is, man. As a pop monster, as a professional, doesn't matter. He's just a great human being. So it's pretty good to see that everyone got to see that. And I mean, that side of Joe, that love and that passion. Because we already knew that. Everybody in the East Coast, anybody in America that knows him, knows who he is, and how he is as a person, which is a good thing. But now the world knows what he's about, so that's an awesome feat, you know.
The world knows Joe.
Hell yeah.
Yeah.
Sexy looking man too, so he's representing us well. So it's a good thing.
I think he's pretty well known now in Japan. As you probably know, he's probably told you, but you know he's coming to TGS now. All expenses.
Yeah, no, he's on it. Hell yeah, milk that. I'll take that with a bowl of cereal, man.
You should come, man. You should come.
I was thinking about it. I had some plans back in the day, but a lot of fake stuff was happening. I don't want to get into it, but yeah, I definitely do want to make a visit out there for sure.